call it a night. Oh, well, do you even have downloadable content or? I'm just gonna rest. I get money for resting on the couch.
Yagamishi, remember those uniforms I mentioned yesterday?
Hmm?
You'll need to put one on before we go. They should be a perfect fit. After all, there's no information I can't find, body measurements included.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. You've never been one to miss a detail.
Disguises. About disguises. You need to mask identity for disguises at certain points in the story. Use a disguise, open the items tab and navigate to the disguises tab. Then select the appropriate disguise to wear it. There can only be one man in investigation specifically requires it. Alright.
What's up with those guys? They sure look like men on a mission. But for what?
We will now commence our journey by taxi to Seiryo High. Gentlemen, are we all ready?
Yes.
Remember, this case can open up a lot for us depending on how we solve it.
Sure.
So let's leave no stone unturned.
Don't worry. No case is too big or too small. We always swing for the fences. Ain't that right, Tom?
You know it.
Good. Then let's get going.
Alright. Now we're just gonna mop around. Just gonna talk with them. Hey look dude, I'm using a skateboard. Alright? Okay. Base flash 5 million, where would you like to go? Seiryo Heights.
Ah, you must be the repairman. The chairman said you'd be here. I take it you know where you're going?
Yes, but thank you anyway.
Ooh, this place reeks of money.
They are a prestigious prep school.
Wonder if the kids are on recess.
So, our first order of business is to analyze the layout of the school. The schoolyard should provide the proper vantage point. Let's head there. It seems this school's design is fairly conventional. See, there's the classroom building, and that must be the gym.
By the way, how many spy cams do we have?
20 in total, all of which feed directly to my computer.
Think we ought to split them up between us?
We could, but that might draw extra attention. We stick out enough as is, so people will wonder what we're doing alone. But if we moved in pairs, they'd write us off a lot easier.
Clever as always, Yagami-shi. That reminds me of something.
Oh,
When a con man pretends to be a cop, they'll usually bring along a partner. It seems the added person adds legitimacy, unless you're a natural skeptic. All that is to say, Yagamishi knows his material.
Hear that, Tom? You should have been a con man.
Very funny. So, how about Kaito-san and I take half the cameras and you guys take the rest? Where are they, anyway?
Right here. Now, these cameras don't see very far, but they do see wide. 150 degrees, to be precise. So let's try to set them up where we think a bully would be most likely to strike.
So, we just gotta find the teacher's blind spots, eh? You're looking at a natural, buddy.
You would brag about something like that, Kaito-san.
Better stop before I blush.
Alright, guys, I think it's time for action.
Okay, Tak and I'll start here. And you guys can work your way around opposite us.
Affirmative.
We've only got 10 cameras, so we gotta use them smart. Of course, the shoe lockers. Bet all kinds of teen drama goes down here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's where you drop love letters to your crush, or challenge your rivals to duels.
Dude, what century did you go to school in?
Look, whatever. All I'm saying is, this place is worth at least 3 cameras.
That many, just for the lockers?
Yep. See, a school never has that many blind spots. So when you do find one, you make it special. And this one's pinging my radar pretty hard here.
Huh. If you're that sure, let's do it.
Tsukumo reporting in. I see you've set up a few cameras already. Feed is coming in nice and clear. You guys are doing awesome.
Thanks. How's things on your end?
We just finished with the back of the gym. Next up is the classroom building.
Copy that.
All right, Tak. Just follow my lead.
sure. I will know how to place them anyway. Also, thanks for your stuff, kids.
The boys will handle this floor. So let's go up one more.
Gotcha.
Every bully loves a good pair of stairs. Pushing someone down them ruins their day pretty quick.
You think it's really that often? Still, it is a blind spot.
Yep, the close corners make for poor visibility, making this a #1 choice among assholes.
You don't say.
All right, then let's get a camera here. All right, let's move up to the next floor.
Yagamishi, are you perhaps on the second floor?
Yeah, we're about to start setting up.
Okay, we're almost done with the first floor, and we'll be heading to the east building after. I think we can handle that all on our own. So can you finish up the second and third floors here?
Sure, not a problem.
Splitting up for a bit shouldn't hurt. How about I take the second floor and you do the third?
Works for me.
Let's see somewhere out on the way hotspot. Every cameras is always a good place to start. I know we're gonna run into one of the children. Go on the line and just save. Alright, let's find another spot. I'm gonna run into the kids we beat up yesterday. You just can't exactly keep a watchful eye on the men's room. I'm sure bathrooms are prime bullying spots, but bringing him here raises my first question I care for. I mean, could just avoid the urinals. Alright, let's find another spot. Invisible wall. Hey man, what you doing there? What did you run into? An invisible wall. Invisible wall? You think in a video game, dude? Maybe? Me. See, janitor?
Looking for something, pal? Yeah, I'm kinda busy, in case you couldn't tell.
A blind spot. Be real nice if you'd step away so I can install the camera. Observation mode. While out and about, you may need to analyze the area of something hidden. This is where observation mode comes into play. First press left stick to switch observation mode. Go into first person view. Hold right trigger to look more closely. Look never then when you see them. Seems to have peeled the label of the bottle. So filling it with tap water, maybe it's just being economical. Starting with money, then you buy them out at a discount. Okay, I really need to get this after the Emperor negotiation.
Here, 1,000 yen, no questions asked. That'll cover a pack of smokes, maybe 2.
You're saying I should take this?
Well, yeah. Kinda sucks asking you to move on your break.
You know, you're not such a bad guy. In all honesty, the budget's been tight this month.
I figured he was short on money if he was refilling a plastic water bottle. Okay, let's get the security camera set up. And that should do it. All the cameras, better meet up back up by the sun. And now we're gonna get interrupted by the kids. By the god. Someone, kids that we beat up will notice us.
Kaito-san, I'm done setting up the 3rd floor.
Same. I've hit up every blind spot I could think of. Thing is, I've still got 2 cameras left. Maybe this tight corridor might be good. The teachers probably passed by without a second glance.
Hey Kaito-san, don't you think we should be installing these in classrooms? Isn't that where bullying primarily takes place?
You might be right about that. But we couldn't cover every classroom if we wanted to, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, fair enough. Nice to see you putting so much thought into this.
So, as professionals, we'll just have to make do with what we've got. We should
That's
set this
about what?
camera up wherever we can get the broadest view.
Hmm.
How about the ceiling in the middle of the hall? Then we'll see everyone going in and out of class. Okay, Tuck, I'm gonna give you a boost. So make sure you find a good spot for that thing, okay?
Uh-huh.
It totally doesn't look
You
ridiculous.
know, we totally could have done this during recess. Everyone's just staring at us.
Too late to whine now. Just do what you gotta do and be done with it.
I mean, it's more embarrassing for you than for me anyway. With a man on his knees.
Huh?
Hey, you saw them, right? Those kids who started trouble at the restaurant.
You noticed too, huh?
Hmm.
Classroom 2-2.
Sounds like we've got some bullies in there for sure. That'll be a prime spot for the last camera.
All right. Just make sure they don't see your face.
How?
Let's roll.
Excuse me, but I don't recall there being an inspection today.
Whoa.
Sorry to be in your way, ma'am. We won't take long.
I understand, but nobody notified me we'd have any interruptions.
Yeah. And nobody notified us this school hired such gorgeous teachers.
Oh god.
You know what? I don't seem to recognize either of you. Probably because our usual repairmen were here just last month.
Can't say I know anything about that. We're just here doing our job, man.
You can call me Sawa-sensei, not ma'am, and you're in my classroom. Forgive me, but who may I ask called you here?
Damn, I think she's onto us, but what's the best way out of this? The German hired us, right?
It was the chairman who called us in. I had assumed all teachers were notified.
Oh, the chairman. Well, I suppose I should leave it at that then, hmm?
Well, when you say it like that...
Did he make this appointment with you directly?
Yep, sure did. So, thank you for your business.
And I'm sure our chairman gave you his name?
His name? Oh, well, that would be...
Fuck. Do we even know his name? Oh.
Okuda-san. How could I forget?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry for being so rude.
Ah, no problem at all, Teach. By the
Teach.
way, anyone ever tell you how stunning you are? I'd say you're just my type. My dream gal, even.
What?
Ignore him, please. Like I said, we'll get this done quick and be out of your hair. And we're done. Sorry again for the disturbance. We'll be going now.
I think
What the
this
hell
smell
was
is
that, Kaito-san? You forget we're working here?
Yeah, but man, that chick's the spitting image of a teacher I had a crush on. One of my few good school memories.
What, so that makes me the bad guy?
All right, all right. Back to work. I get it.
This is Tsukumo reporting in. Yagamishi, please respond.
Hey man, we just finished setting up the cameras.
Good, so did we. Could you and Kaito-san meet us at the gymnasium then? It's empty at the moment. I thought we might as well check the camera feed and discuss what to do moving forward.
Got it. Then we'll see you at the gym.
Alright. To the gym. We're gonna be totally unsuspicious.
Excellent work, gentlemen. All cameras are fully operational.
So, now all we do is sit back and watch?
Something like that, yes. By the way, Yagamishi, I noticed you installed a camera in a classroom. Did you find a lead there or something?
Yeah, that classroom had those problem kids from yesterday. Thought they'd be worth keeping an eye on.
Aha. Well, nothing unusual's turned up yet.
Guess we'll have to watch and wait. If there's any bullying happening at this school, this is a surefire way to find out.
Wrong as it is, there's something about smoking in school that makes it feel twice as good.
You're awfully nostalgic today, Kaito-san.
Yeah, well, my school wasn't as fancy as this one. Plus, I dropped out after a year.
Uh-oh. Guys, check this out. I think we may have found something.
What is it?
This is the classroom where Yagamishi set up the camera. Class 2-2.
Them again. Now they're picking on a girl.
Whoa, did you see that?
No, they're writing something on her? With a permanent marker?
Yo, Tak, let's go kick the shit out of those punks. No way I'm letting that slide.
Yeah, this is a problem.
Hold on, Yagami-san.
What now?
Looks like they got what they came for. They're already leaving the classroom.
Man, why's nobody helping her? It's like they don't even want to see it. Kids think this doesn't involve you?
Let's go, Kaito-san. I want to see what happened with my own two eyes.
Yeah.
I suppose we should report this to our client. I didn't expect to find anything this quickly, though. But now, we have irrefutable evidence that bullying is real here at Serio.
I mean, obviously, it's
We'll
a
have to
school.
take this up with the chairman and see how we should proceed.
Okay. Pause and open my stream. I'm just confused. Like, bullying is real here. Of course it is. It is a fucking school, my friends. I don't know a place with more bullying than school. It is literally a school. Always fucking shitty bullying. Oh, sadly I cannot use my skateboard in this school.
Kidding me? Tak, that's her. The girl we saw on camera.
Let's get a little closer and see how she's doing.
Mami Cola, that must be her name.
What the?
Almost blood on the back of her hand, a permanent marker. It's awful.
Suspicious. What the?
I couldn't really see her face on camera, I don't want to wake up her either. It's just a cute kid, why do we always have to go full switch hell?
This is Tsukumo, paging Yagamishi.
Yeah, what's up?
I've just reported our findings to the chairman. Could you meet us here? His office is on the 3rd floor of the east building.
On our way.
You're too slow.
Slow down!
No.
Please come in.
Huh? You're that teacher.
Sawa-sensei, wasn't it? To what do we owe the pleasure?
All of these men are detectives?
Yes, and I'd like you to keep their identities a secret. These gentlemen here are Yagami-san and Kaito-san.
I see. Very well then.
Zero High School Class 2 teacher, Yokosawa.
I've explained the situation to Sawa-sensei, our homeroom teacher for Class 2-2. Why don't you both have a seat?
I knew something was wrong, but I could never put my finger on what.
The girl being bullied. Her name's Mami Koda. Do I have that right?
Yes, she's in the basketball club. And so are all those kids surrounding her.
Wait, what?
Wonder if that's where the bullying started.
Sawa-sensei, you mentioned noticing something was wrong?
Well, only that Koda-san hasn't been herself lately.
Suspend him. Expel him. Kick those bullies the hell out of here. The video we took has all you need.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. For one thing, it would be quite problematic to use this video as evidence.
True. The school can't just come out and say, we've been recording your kids without consent.
Yes, and let us bear in mind, they still have their whole lives ahead of them. We cannot treat this lightly.
You're not saying we should look the other way, are you?
Hey, last night you said the total opposite, man.
If you intend to cover this up, let me just begin by saying...
No one is suggesting we cover it up.
Then we need to act now. We have no idea how close to the edge Koda-san could be. What if there's a chance? What if she does something drastic before tomorrow?
Pardon me for saying so, but bullying is rarely resolved by the victim and the perpetrator coming to a mutual agreement. Thus, a third party must intervene.
I presume you read that in a book somewhere. I can tell you from experience that no victim finds it easy to open up about their situation. Not to family, friends, anyone. It takes a tremendous amount of courage for a bullied child to come forth and seek help. So if we, as outsiders, are to intervene, we must consider the ramifications.
Even so...
No, I think the chairman's right. Making a big scene might only make things worse for Koda-san.
Oh, come on, Talk. That's not like you. Someone's drowning right in front of your eyes, and you're just gonna watch them sink?
What I'm saying is, we have to put a stop to the bullying without getting the whole school involved. What started in that classroom will end in that classroom.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, but did you say you were a detective?
My name's Yagami.
And you want to put a stop to the bullying, like it's that easy? Tell me, where does all this confidence come from?
Whoa, better not bungle my words around her.
You think there's a real chance we could pull this off, Yagami-san?
I do. Can you bring up that video again?
Sure. One moment.
I think the secret to stopping the bullying is right here in this video.
Really? Then by all means, detective, enlighten us.
You don't have to be so condescending.
Nope. She's got a point. You gotta back up that claim. So what's this big secret you're talking about?
Secret in this video on how to stop the bullying is. Don't look is the problem.
It's those students sitting idly by. They're aware of the problem, but aren't doing anything to help.
Well, yeah, there's a whole flock of bullies. Get in their way, you're their next target. Adults do the same thing, honestly. Guess we're not so different from high schoolers.
Then we should hold some sort of trial and get the class involved? Is that what you're trying to suggest?
Again, something like that would only spread the issue. And that would only bring more pain to Kodo-san. Tell me, what is your suggestion, Yagami-san?
What I'm getting at is that it's the silence of all her classmates that's empowering these bullies. On the surface, we only see students turning their eyes as one of their own gets tormented. They feign disinterest, or pretend not to notice, because remember, that's the safest thing to do. But deep down, kills them to see it.
Yeah, no shit.
So if the class could just express that, the pressure would then shift to the bullies. We have to tip the social balance in that classroom, become the voices of justice, of social law. Then, it's the bullies who become the outcasts. Would they keep running the risk of bullying if it meant social exile?
I can see how you arrived there.
Alright, so where do we come in?
We come in by giving the bystanders a voice. We're gonna be the spark that lights a fire.
Ow.
After all, the first voice matters the most.
Okay, so what's the plan here?
Tsukumo, how fast can you get your hands on a couple of mini-speakers? I want to put them in the classroom where they can't be seen.
I can have them here momentarily, but I admit I don't really grasp the plan here.
I don't blame you. I honestly can't say it'll work, but I think it's worth a shot.
I see. In that case, I'll be back before school's out.
Chairman, I don't know what these detectives are planning, but I'll tell you this right now. I refuse to stand idly by while a student gets pushed to the breaking point.
Do you remember when I told you about the student who committed suicide? That affected Sawa-sensei profoundly.
Was it her son,
Perhaps
daughter,
she
something?
blames herself for being unable to prevent it, whatever the cause may have been.
I can see that.
As the chairman of this school, I don't want to let her down. So please, help her, Yagami-san. Help us all.
How can you make it that dramatic? Like, Jesus. Guess I got cold on the inside anyway.
How's it coming along, Yagamishi? No complications, I presume?
So far, so good. Looks like most of the students have gone home.
Do you have the speakers I gave you?
Yep, and they're just what I needed. You're the man, Tsukumo.
Heh. How about we save the praise for after our plan works out?
Anybody in the classroom right now?
In class 2-2? Let me check. Now that's odd.
What's wrong?
Well, that one's fine, but There's something wrong with the camera in the classroom building. The one on the second floor by the stairs.
Is it broken?
No, still getting a signal. Something might be blocking the lens?
Alright, I'll check it out on the way.
Alright, let's check it out. That camera with the second floor stair. Okay, I'm already leaving. Jesus Christ, woman.
How does it look, Yagamishi? Anything unusual?
Let's find out. Huh? The heck is this?
Did you find something?
Yeah, a sticker on the lens.
Yagamishi, behind you!
There he is! That's the pervert who set up the hidden camera! See, when you find a hidden camera, your first thought is to take it down. That's wrong. What you do instead is block the lens. That way, when the perv finally notices, he goes back to fix it, and bam! Caught in the act.
I get it, Amasawa. Just stay back. Hey, what is it you're doing over there?
I told you, he's trying to peep on us.
Oh, wow, that girl's pretty sharp. Looks like we've been caught red-handed.
Damn it, if I could have done like this, it really would be just the average people.
Come on, let's catch him already. Stop!
Hey, wait!
Shit, how'd it come to this? Guess I'll have to climb my way over there.
Are you safe, Yagamishi? Seems like you're in a bit of a pinch.
Yeah, you think?
Look over climbing pipes and steel frames. Climbing pipes and steel can also look as pipes and steel frames, but are used to. Can I not just? Oh. Fine, this good too.
Crap.
I'll be spotted up here.
Yagamishi, you should see a ladder that goes up to the gym's roof. That's my advice.
Got it.
Don't panic, but the school just contacted security. Several guards are en route to your location.
Great. Just what I needed.
Well used, blah blah.
Looks like you've made it to the rooftop.
Where have you been watching from this whole time?
From the drone, Yagamishi. I found a spot that's pretty inconspicuous.
What is that? There's a literal drone there. I hope it's ours.
From here, use the drone as a guide and jump from that roof toward the classroom. You're gonna have to clear a big gap.
Right.
About long jump. You can form a long jump after getting a running start. To distance you can jump to.
Yagamishi, it looks like some of the guards have arrived. You think you can make it out of there?
I'll have to somehow. But before that, I'm gonna need to set up these speakers.
What? Even after all that?
Yeah, I should be able to make a clean getaway. As long as I'm done before security gets too tight.
Are you serious?
It'll be fine. All I have to do is not get caught, right? Besides, I have the world's greatest hacker on my side.
Oh, it is.
You know very well I'm weak to flattery. But for the glory of Yokohama 99, I will not let you down, Yagamishi. Let's get this mission started!
Better be careful here.
Again stealth. At the class 2-2.
Like I said, I should be able to help you get to your destination without incident. Make sure you don't lose that earpiece, okay?
Got it. Counting on you, Tsukumo.
Where even are we when Save High School fought for? Yeah. Fought too high. Nice. Looks like I can make it.
Okay, makes sense. Damn. Not happening. And this was the shortest route to Class 2 too.
Nothing we can do but find another route. Give me a moment. Yagamishi, it seems the rooftop might be a more viable option. Let's abandon this route and try it, shall we?
Yeah. No sense waiting for the guards to just give up their posts. Let's check out the rooftop. Aha.
The rooftop. Shit.
The hell? Another roadblock?
My apologies. I'm afraid that was a blind spot.
Well, shit.
Yagamishi, how many guards are there?
There's just one.
Just one? Well, in that case, let's just get that guard out of your way.
You got a plan?
Of course. Yagamishi, it's time to put that thing I gave you to use.
You mean this ball or whatever? What does it even do?
It's kind of like one of those anti-theft balls, actually. You fill that ball with powder or liquid and throw it at your target to blind them.
Right. So what's inside this thing?
Oh, just some peppers.
Peppers? Is this really gonna work?
Now, don't doubt the magician. Just take my word for it and let it fly.
Okay. Smoke ball. While taking cover, move your cursor when enemy, press right trigger. Throw a smoke ball at them. When it hits, the enemy can blow once more.
I see now. Oh, damn. It worked like a charm.
What did I tell you? But, Yagamishi, that only works once. You'll have to procure a refill on your own.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright. There's so many students on the roof. Whoa, whoa, why is the roof crowded? Not much cover, this cannot go. No getting away with security fines. Pretty sure someone's gonna yell soon. Hi. Right. But have to wait till the card is blue. And now when he turns around again, we're just gonna make it fast. There's enough time.
Tsukumo, can you hear me? If I keep going down this way, I'll just end up back at the scene from earlier, right?
The landing where you were accused of being a pervert? Yes, that's correct.
You have any idea how it's looking right now?
I'll take a look. There's no sign of that sharp girl who framed you. The onlookers seem to have dispersed too.
Oh, then I'm good to go?
There is one guard posted there, but I'm sure you can get past him.
Yeah, piece of cake if he's alone.
Oh, the coin. Come, really? I'm all the way back here. What's up, dude? Just waiting for the guard to turn around, then turn around again. At this point, I feel like I could have done this in one go.
Too close.
Of course. Not how it in reality it would happen at all. We would kick their ass. No! Not continue on simple difficulty. The hell? I know this guy is not turning around for a long time. I'm just gonna have to wait for him to turn, and then for him to turn again, and it's that easy. Him asking me if I failed the detective part, the sneaking part, to lower the difficulty. Jesus Christ. Should be really.
Tsukumo, can you hear me? If I keep going down this way, I'll just end up back at the scene from earlier, right?
The landing where you were accused of being a pervert? Yes, that's correct.
You have any idea?
I'll take a look. There's no...
Oh.
There is...
Yeah. Wow. Too close.
Ah, what? I'm just gonna wait for this guy to turn around. Not turn.
Tsukumo, you have any
I'll take a look. There's no.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
Alright, let's. Like I have to force a mug at him. No other way. You run a little bit faster, please. Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'm in class 2-2. Nobody in sight.
Roger that. Seems like those guards were no trouble for you.
Yeah, thanks to you. Well, better set up those speakers while I can.
Good luck.
I don't. I was Codus in his desk. I think she was sitting around here. Okay, I should face this. What is the plan? What is he planning?
Tsukumo, could you say something through the speakers?
Oh, testing. Testing. Today's forecast calls for sunshine and heavy security.
Perfect. Your speakers are awesome, Tsukumo. Almost like you're in the room.
Does this mean your setup is complete?
Yeah, I've pretty much done what I can.
Huh?
God damn it.
Oh, no you don't. You stay your ass right there.
Go get Yakun and the boys.
I see you got security all riled up. They've been looking all over for you. Didn't think you'd be dumb enough to stay. Could have sworn I saw you earlier on lunch. Now where have I seen that face?
I remember how to well.
The guy from yesterday. The guy who stole my fucking phone. I'd say it's time for some payback.
Don't lose heart, Yagamichi. You've already come this far.
Right. I can get through this.
Look, who the fuck are you and why are you in our school?
No answer? You're only making this worse on yourself, you know? We're here to swipe some girls' gym clothes or something?
Does this mean we could beat the answers out of him?
Oh, yeah. We'll end up as heroes for breaking this nasty-ass pervert.
Sick. I always wondered what it'd be like to shatter a human bone. Whoa. What is this shit? This guy doesn't mess around, Yakun. We all need to take him at once.
Nah. Can try, but you're not gonna live it.
What?
Oh wait, are we running?
Holy shit!
Crap! Don't let him go!
just your average creeper.
Yagamishi, you can't get caught now. They'll label you as a sex offender. You don't want that on the news, do you?
No, can't have that. Only one way out then.
Get fucked, kids. Alright, let me try something. I haven't tried the trainer yet. Hey! Deadly attacks and model reversals. When a powerful enemy emits an aura, they are about to use a deadly attack. These deal huge damage, bringing them counter attack 4 times. So I say right before the deadly attack hits a rate. B. B. Oh wait, I'll press A instead.
Should I have gone easier on them?
Nah.
Never mind those guys. You need to make yourself scarce. Unfortunately, you're on your own from here. The three of us need to make our exit now, too. We'll all regroup at the office, okay?
Got it.
Okay, let's head back. Now away, we can maybe go gambling? Oh, gambling is all the way down there. Get back to park.
Really, guys?
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Lost items. Alright. Good amount of points, but not enough. Since I still have to fight. This guy is here. Hey, hey. What's up, guys? Hey, this is Moon? I just whacked Moon. I'm sorry, Moon. I guess I whacked you so hard. Couldn't even notice it's you.
What a waste. And stay down.
There we go. Do we have now enough, by the way, for skills? Yes, we do. Battle bonus. 6 levels of battle bonus? Yes. That better be worth it. There we go.
Really, guys?
Yeah. Alright, there's a lot of more points. Guess it's only fair to do it then. Are we already here? I'm not so fast before we enter. Just wanna fight those guys.
What a waste.
Oh man, you almost got arrested and put on the sex offender list.
There's no way I'd screw things up that bad.
In all seriousness, those bullies got what was coming. I kinda wish you messed them up worse. That way, they'd never bother Koda-san again.
Yeah, but that wouldn't really solve the problem. Not everything can be settled with a fight.
Yes, it can.
Wow, look who's talking.
But that's where those speakers come into play, isn't it?
Yeah, if everything goes as expected.
Hey, you did everything you could, right? So we'll see what tomorrow has in store.
Guess we're gonna save here. Especially thunderstorm going on our own side. Definitely a good time to save. On. 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 Girlfriend, I'm getting that girlfriend. Huh? How about 12 nice? Holy. Battle style, that's good. Holy shit, I got so much. Wayfarer's Lucky Cat. The Wayfarer's Lucky Cat is now waiting for you. The Alchemy Detector Virginia, Yokohama 99. Whenever you visit the Wayfarer Lucky Cat, receive money based on the distance you've traveled. All distance vehicles is counted. Don't forget to pay respect to the generous cat whenever you're back at the office. Girlfriends, free woman, free tales of love, Minato Todo. Rumors of mascots have been circulating Kamurocho. Follow the lead and you may come face to face with mysterious girl. A battle of them when the main story begins. Kyokaka is a lone woman with tremors in fear of Ichinjin Knights. What could she possibly be afraid of? Well, after the maze no begins. Tsukino Saotome. After solving countless cases, Yakumo sees another request, except on this one. Finds a familiar name. Fighting with boxer style. When you use the boxer style specializes in rapid attacks against one enemy. It takes great use of quick step. These sparring partners are waiting for you at the boxing gym. I didn't even know there's a boxing gym. Should try to make an items. Recipes. Stuff with high intelligence. Here. I left the harbor drive now. In the top. Got the wristband. Guess that's about it. Wait, I should talk with the cat. That's the cat. Hello, cat. Wow, thanks for petting me. Good for you walking so much. Here, token of my appreciation. How do I decorate the room? No items to place. Yes, I want to quit. It's the office. What do I care about their office? Why you grandmas? Thanks for the rainbow pyro scene. And the divine water. It's divine! My time to go to school. Is it weird to say this is a over 30-year-old man?
Stay down.
Can you not be a bitch, please? Time to enter. Go to Xavier High School.
Yo. So, are you gonna come out to lunch with us or what?
Don't you have anything more to say than that, Coda? Get your ass up. Come on. Matsune's really not in the mood to deal with your shit today.
I'll just eat lunch here, okay?
Huh? You're giving us lip now? I guess you won't be needing this stuff then.
We told you to get your ass up, you little slut. Oh, maybe you've started fucking guys on your lunch break now?
You're out here living the dream, aren't you?
Enough! Get your ass up!
What's the fucking holdup, Coda? You should be thanking us for even inviting you to come.
So slow. I can't fucking stand you.
Well, damn. So much for my appetite. You guys are making me sick.
Hey, who the fuck said that? We're making you sick, huh? You guys talking about us?
You see anyone else being assholes? Of course he's talking about you.
Yeah, I've about had it with you punks. This shit's getting old. The fuck?
Ganging up on the same girl day after day make you feel real big?
Unfucking believable that it takes 3 of them to do the job.
Seriously, you guys? You're taking Coda's side here? You know she's just a whore, right?
You okay, Koda-san? Just ignore these losers.
How low can you go? Calling someone a whore isn't gonna win you any points.
Right? Let's hear it for the picture of purity over here.
What the hell? Hey!
She can dish it, but she can't take it. Hope the boys are watching.
What?
What the fuck, man? If you want to talk shit, say it to my face.
What part of this don't you understand?
Yeah. You know what, guys? It's true. You guys just need to leave her alone.
He's right. He's totally right. What's your problem with her anyway?
Yeah, Coda didn't do anything wrong, guys.
Exactly. So back off Koda-san already.
Stop acting like little punks. Get the hell out of here.
When you guys going to lunch, go choke on a chopstick.
Oh, how does it feel now?
Just get going, would you?
Yeah. Toss them out.
What in the hell is going on here?
Hey, Matsu. Fuck this.
Yeah. Let's just go.
Fuck it.
Wow. I've never seen those kids band together like that.
They all knew what was going on in there, though. It can be hard to speak up even when you know something happening right in front of you is wrong. Not so different from adults, right?
Yagami-san, was everything we just witnessed part of your plan?
It's just psychology. There's this concept called the bystander effect. According to the psychologists, when a person witnesses an incident, there's 3 things that run through their mind if other people are in the vicinity. 1. If no one else acts, it must not be urgent. 2. If no one else acts, I don't have to take action either. And 3, if I take action alone, I'll embarrass myself. The result? Everybody stands there and nobody takes action. I just figured if I could get even one person to step up and raise their voice, it would spur the rest of them to push past their inability to act. Penguins are the same way. You ever seen a flock of them hesitating to take a leap into the sea? One takes the first plunge and the others all start following after him.
The first penguin, you say? It's a fascinating term for a display of bravery. I've heard it said that overseas in America, the first penguin is a symbol of respect.
Is it?
So for Yagami-shi, that would mean your voice was the first penguin in that classroom.
I can't say for certain this resolved your bullying problem. But here's hoping it's at least a good first step.
They're gone. You should be safe from them for a while.
What do you say we monitor the situation for now? Might not be wise for adults to intervene just yet.
I suppose your plan has worked out for the better. But it should be teachers and administrators handling these matters, not detectives.
You know what? I couldn't agree more.
Then if you'll excuse me.
Oh, come on, man. Lighten up a little. You didn't have to rub it in her face.
You know what she thinks? She thinks we're some bums off the street trying to meddle in academic affairs.
Well then, I apologize on her behalf. But Yagami-san, that was some magic you worked there. Hard to admit this at my age, but I learned quite a bit from what you did.
I wouldn't go that far.
Good stuff, Yagami-san.
Naturally. I knew you would deliver.
Huh?
And the law officer man was telling me when to your
Sorry,
camera.
I have to take this. Hey, this is Yagami.
This is Shirosaki. Do you have a minute?
Sure.
Sure.
I have a rather urgent request for you. It concerns a trial we've been involved with.
Listen, sorry-san. I'm a little busy. I don't know if I could take a rush job at the moment. We aren't even in Kawachi right now. Actually, I'm in Yokohama.
Really? That's interesting.
I'm helping Sugiura out with a case for his new agency. We're on site right now. At Serio High School. Sorry-san? You there?
Serio High? Somewhere near Ijincho? Is that the school?
Have you heard of it?
And holding his phone backwards.
A teacher from that school went missing about 2 months ago. It was all very sudden.
Huh. I think I heard something about that, actually.
He himself was a Serio High graduate. He'd returned to his alma mater to finish his teaching credential.
Just a sec. How do you know so much about this?
The teacher's name is Hiro Mikoshiba, and his body was discovered a few days ago. They found him in one of Ijincho's abandoned buildings.
Huh?
The body was badly decomposed, but Kanagawa police have just released his identity. Moments ago, in fact.
Moments ago?
This gonna end today?
Thing is, someone else knew Mikoshiba was dead, before the police even confirmed it. A sex offender, Akihiro Ehara. I defended him in court. The day Mikoshiba disappeared, Ehara was arrested at the station for groping. He's also an active duty officer.
So you're saying he committed the murder too?
No. The victim was still alive while Ehara was at the station in Tokyo committing sexual battery. He was caught and arrested on the spot. And he's been in jail for the 2 months since.
So if I have this right, he has an alibi for the murder?
Right. But there's more to it. A few days ago, someone lit flares at the location of Mikoshiba's body. It obviously couldn't have been Ehara, so I suspect that's the real culprit. But whoever that is somehow connected to Ehara.
Yeah. Otherwise, there's no other way he could have known about the body.
Exactly. There's clearly more to Ehara than an officer-turned-groper. More than likely, he's an accomplice to murder.
Okay. So do we have a motive?
4 years ago, Ehara's only son hung himself in their home. He was a student at Seiryo High at the time. And the way Ehara sees it, his death was the result of bullying at the hands of his classmate, Mikoshiba.
You mean it's revenge? In that case, could he possibly have hired someone else to kill the guy in his stead?
It's highly likely. As for my request, I'd like to see what you can find out. Mikoshiba's murder is too suspicious. Up until today, I wrote Ehara off as just another train groper. But he got arrested for that on the exact day that Mikoshiba was killed. It can't be a coincidence.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better alibi than being arrested for a different crime, right? Otherwise, the cops would have pinned him as suspect number 1.
But groping as an alibi? Why go to all that trouble? There had to have been a better way than that. I'm worried. As his attorney, I have to admit there's a chance Ehara planned this, which means I've made a critical oversight. Even worse, I let a misguided court issue a verdict. I can't allow that to stand. I need to reconsider both the harassment and the murder. Because I think the truth is these cases are one and the same.
All right. Well, what can I do for you?
Can you see if anyone at Seiryō High will talk about Mikoshiba? Right now, we need more information. And the first thing we should focus on is how and why he disappeared. That could give us a lead.
So, does this mean you're hiring me?
It does. Consider it an official request, if you would.
Okay, I'm on it. No better feeling than when the jobs line up perfectly.
As if they ever would, but I'll take it. Interesting. Alright.
Ijincho, Yokohama. A harbor town where rotting secrets rarely stay uncovered. The deceased was a student teacher who had vanished from a high school Yagami was investigating. Yet the linchpin to this case, a police officer named Ehara, was arrested for a different crime, a train groping that shocked the nation. Upon hearing the verdict, Ehara gave the court an ominous revelation, that the son he had lost was avenged.
Vicious cycle.
Before I go all in, can we go over the defendant's profile? That way I'll have something to work with.
Sure. Akihiro Ehara, age 53, senior officer with Tokyo PD, convicted of sexual battery. He'd been stationed in Shinjuku and lived alone in Tokyo. That is, until his arrest.
Lived alone? Unmarried then?
His wife moved to Yokohama without him 7 years ago, when their son Toshiro started at Seiryō High. Toshiro-kun ended up taking his life in his 3rd year.
Toshi.
That's 4 years ago.
That's a name I used to use a lot.
And the couple never reconciled, huh?
Apparently his wife wanted nothing to do with him from that point on. That's it for personal details.
All right.
As for the charge, Ehara's maintained his innocence. We've had no luck getting him to budge. Mind you, the prosecution has plenty against him. Security camera surveillance, eyewitness footage, even trace evidence gathered on scene.
The same footage the media was plastering on TV?
Yes, although some of it was edited for privacy or length, but it painted a clear enough picture.
Hard to dispute something you can see right in front of you.
True.
And what about when they handed down the verdict? Ehara flew off the handle or something?
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Your Honor, in a warehouse, about 3 days ago, a body turned up in Yokohama. The body belongs to a guy named Hiro Mikoshiba. 4 years ago, this man took my son from me by driving him to commit suicide.
Ehara seemed convinced that Mikoshiba had bullied his son, and to get his justice, he even took Seiryō High to court. However, the court ruled against him, claiming there was no substantial evidence of bullying.
Man mentioned that lawsuit. I'm sure I wasn't thrilled with the verdict.
I still need to dig into the court record of that case to see if there's anything of value.
Sounds like I'm on deck then. I've got someone involved in the case right in front of me.
Who?
The chairman of Seiryō High himself.
Are you talking about me?
I don't know how you pull these things off, Yagami-san. But let me give you a word of caution.
I'm listening.
Mikoshiba's murder hasn't been made public yet, so please don't go around talking about it, especially at his school. The Kanagawa police will investigate the school soon enough, and if they find out everyone already knows...
They'd show us the door, lock it behind them, then probably charge us with obstruction.
Exactly. Oh, and before I send you Mikoshiba's photo, there's one last thing you should know.
What's that?
Ehara's ruling was the day before yesterday. That means we only have 13 more days to potentially file an appeal.
It's right. We need to file an appeal in order to show the court our dissatisfaction with the verdict. If we don't appeal in 2 weeks, the court will assume we have left the argument process defendant is charged.
If we don't make our move, Ihara will walk out of court with a sex offense charge and a minor slap on the wrist. And once his case is closed, it would take a miracle to get it reopened, even if there had been a critical oversight.
Right.
I'm sorry to give you a time limit instead of a viable solution.
Don't worry. I'll have to make do. For now, let's just keep in touch.
Thanks, and good luck.
Yo, what was that about?
Sorry. Give me one more sec.
Good, so it's a picture of Hiro Mikoshiba, so this guy was at on that. Doesn't it look like the guy who's bullying the girl? Or could this be the younger brother?
Actually, Kaito-san, can I fill you in later? I need to get some answers from the chairman.
The info is bad, your case file. Alright.
Gonna hog the teacher's attention for yourself.
I want the details later.
Okay, Yagami-san. Tsukumoto, no way.
I take it that call was the Genda Law Office? You seem popular as ever, Yagamishi.
Alright, sir. You have some explaining to do. And you better give me some good fucking answers.
May I help you with something, Yagami-san?
You sure can. Only thing is, where to start?
Not really what happened to Mikoshiba, but there's no harm in asking general questions about it.
Remember how you told me about a student teacher went missing?
Oh,
This is him, right? Hiro Mikoshiba.
How do you have that photo? But yes, that's him.
I'd like to ask a bit about him in relation to a separate investigation.
What is it you need to know? Did something happen to him?
I'm afraid I can't give you any details. This request comes from a very close colleague. I'm sure you understand. It's a matter of detective-client privilege. I know that isn't much consolation. But if it's any comfort, I would never disclose anything about your case either.
But don't you see? Mikoshiba-kun was officially reported missing. Please, can you tell me something?
I promise. I'll tell you everything I can when I can. But for now, let me ask the questions.
Very well. Go ahead.
I'll start with the basics. Mikoshiba-kun was a graduate here, correct? And that's why he came back to train as a teacher?
That's correct.
How long was he supposed to be here?
3 weeks, originally. He'd nearly finished his time with us. But one day he simply stopped coming. It was as if all was well, then suddenly he was gone. Or at least that's how I'd heard it.
Were you two not that close?
No. We'd had barely exchanged a word since he arrived.
Not pretty standard for a school show. Impossible to deal with any temp stuff.
Wasn't there a pretty dark rumor about Mikoshiba-kun 4 years back? Something about how he drove a student to suicide?
You mean what was dredged up online? Yes, I'm aware of it. However, in the subsequent lawsuit, that rumor was put to rest. The court found no evidence of bullying.
But you had your doubts, didn't you? So you called on us to take a deeper look.
Well, yes. But let's not get confused. The tragedy from 4 years ago does weigh on us. But we've washed our hands of the matter.
Well, you say that, yet I can't help circling back to the same question. Why would the head of a school hire detectives to monitor his students in secret? Potentially even out of pocket?
Well, for one thing, it would reflect poorly on our institution were I to openly suspect our students. Then there's the issue of bullying being recorded and shared online. You know what kind of firestorm that can cause. I should mention, I'm the one who takes the fall for it. My own privacy be damned. So of course I would opt for secrecy.
That's fair. But what that still doesn't answer is why this is happening now.
I'm not sure I follow.
I'm supposed to do something with only those three. Security camera footage of the Shinjuku station platform on October 7, 2021 at 9:12 a.m. Numerous cameras recorded a couple attempting to flee the scene with the female victim in pursuit. A video recorded on a smartphone taken by one of the commuters. It shows Akio Ihara getting pinned down by a passerby at the Shinjuku station platform on October 7. This footage has aired on TV numerous times. The report of the trace elements expression taken from Akihiro Ihara's hands in the middle of this arrest. The trace was detected on him matched the fibers of the victim's underwear. I only have those three. Nothing of them makes sense. None of those three make sense. Unless. Wait. Don't understand. I don't see logic with this. Definitely not this one. Don't understand.
Could this be what riled you up?
But this is...
This is footage of Akihiro Ihara 2 months ago, captured up in Tokyo. The man was an active duty police officer, so of course it made the rounds in the media. But you already knew all that. After all, he's the one who sued your school on account of what his son endured.
Oh yeah.
Bullying that led to suicide.
Okay, now it makes super sense.
Well, that's undeniable.
And now that he's in the spotlight, any more problems at Serio would lead people to start connecting the dots. The police would dig up that suicide in no time, regardless of whatever the court had ruled. They might even reach the conclusion you had covered the whole thing up. I get the feeling that's why we're really here, to prevent another mess on your hands.
Oh, I see now. Our job's to sniff out any bullying, then you sweep it under the rug.
That's simply not true. At least, that wasn't my intention.
You sure about that? The thought never even crossed your mind?
Perhaps it did. The scenario you described was painfully accurate. Every time I saw Ihara-san on TV, I'd grow sick with worry that it could all boil over on us here at any moment.
I can assure you, Chairman, I'm not here to cause any trouble. I only want to learn about Mikoshiba-kun.
In that case, you should speak with Sawa-sensei. She was his teaching mentor.
Her? Great. Just my luck.
See? I told you we should have stayed on her good side.
How was I supposed to know?
So, would you like me to call her back here?
No, thanks. I should go see her myself. Do a bit of smoothing over.
In that case, you may want to go downstairs and see if she's in the faculty room. She should still be on lunch.
Perfect. I've got another chance to shoot my shot.
Sorry, Kaito-san, but I'm fielding this one alone. Tsukumo, you guys can clear out too.
What? You're benching all of us just like that?
I don't understand the meaning of this, Yagamishi.
If I had time to explain, I would. Just trust me on this for now.